Good morning, fellow colleagues. My name is Natasha Morshivi, and I'm currently an exercise and sports science student at Central Queensland University, Rockhampton. Today's presentation will be discussing the effects a supplement-based placebo study has on some physical performance components. Please hold any questions throughout the presentation for the end, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. The mind is a very powerful tool. Positive changes, expectancies, and thoughts can lead to positive outcomes and overcoming any form of negativity. Placebo effects and studies are quite closely designed to target individuals' vulnerability of positive expectancies of a product or supplement. Although there have been some studies to support placebo effects working, it is still not definite that the outcomes occur solely because the placebo in place. From the studies that have been successful for the placebo group, it has mainly been emotional or mental areas rather than physical components. For physical components to be investigated, it is known that with regular exercise, strength and endurance increase regardless of supplementation assistance. Therefore, if high enough expectancies are placed into a fake supplement inducing a placebo effect to enhance strength and endurance, we should see an effect. Placebo groups in a recovery study and in a physical component study have been proven to have positive influences on each condition. Therefore, it is highly important more studies are conducted to investigate the relationship of placebo effects and enhanced performance. The most important reason for conducting this study is to determine whether strength and endurance are significantly enhanced or hindered in a placebo effect and investigating the relationship between the two. The null hypothesis for this study is that the physical components will not be influenced by the placebo effect, and the alternative hypothesis is that endurance and strength will show a significant difference in the placebo group. Same 15 college-age healthy men will test each condition rather than having separate participants for each group. The first step is a screening visit, where each participant must provide health history forms and sign consent statements and meet the entrance criteria. Once completed, each participant undergoes a familiarisation session. In this session, a standardised warm-up on a Monarch bike at 60 watts for 5 minutes. Following completion, each participant will lift 10 repetitions at 50% of their 1 rep max twice. Then they will access their 1 rep max squat and 1 rep max bench press. 3-minute rest periods are given between each set, and then a 1 rep max is found within 5 working sets. Following the 1 rep max test, participants were given a 3-minute rest before completing the endurance-based test of 80% maximal repetitions of squats and bench presses. Following this session, a 3-day food diary was given to be complete after 4 days before the next session. At baseline testing, demographic information, including height, mass, body composition in the form of a 3-site skin fold, were taken prior to warm-up. Participants were then advised to complete testing identical to the familiarisation session. Following this, another food diary and 4-day worth of sugar tablets were given to enhance strength and endurance. First testing set, 1RM and endurance tests were completed identical to the familiarisation session. Following completion, each participant was told the supplement does not work. They were sent home with another 4-day supply of the tablets and a 3-day food diary. Final testing session, each test was completed identical to the previous sessions. Following the session, though, each participant was contacted and informed about the study and the purpose, and that the supplement was only sugar tablets. The following graph here shows a broken down version of the study design, and as you can see, it's easily broken down into the screening, familiarisation, baseline testing, test 1, which is standard for T1, and the testing 2, which is T2. Very easy to follow. The statistical analyses run on these test results were very insignificant. There were no significant findings on an alpha level set at 0.01. However, there were two very close results that were to the 10th of the alpha set level, and that was in the squat conditions for the 1 RM max between the baseline and the 2 trials, and between the repetitions at 80% for the baseline, and between the trial 1 and trial 2 for that repetitions. So from the graphs in the bench press, you can see that there is no really difference in any of the conditions between each group, and for the squat it's easily seen in the 1 RM, but there's quite a jump in weight, and also in the reps there's a jump as well. However, using the mixed ANOVAs and the single factor ANOVAs, there was no statistical difference found. In this table of results, you can see how with the single factor ANOVAs, the highlighted or bold data of the p-values show that they are fairly close to the alpha, which means there could have been a possibility of finding a difference, a positive significant difference in the placebo effects. However, it's still not significant to the 99%. In the graph here, you can see the difference between close-up view of the squat reps versus the bench press reps. You can see the difference from the baseline in the squat to the trial 1s and trial 2s. Therefore, that's where we might find a significant difference. In conclusion for this study, there is definitely a relationship between positive expectancy and the participants who are more susceptible to placebo effects, and it's the ones who are in a median continuum, as seen in one of the studies from before. Now, because there was no statistical findings apart from the slight difference in the squat 1 rep max baseline compared with trial 1 and 2, a new study needs to be conducted to narrow down where the placebo effect will work more and significantly to improving physical components. In many studies, placebo effects have been successful in healing aids, which was using compression tights and doing local laser treatments, cognitive learning, and disorder relief. So depression and anxiety have also been helped through positive thinking and positive thoughts for placebo effects. So there is still a lot of importance in examining the relationship between placebo effects and physical components, because once there is significance found, it would be great for the sporting world. Instead of using illegal substances, more positive aspects can be thrown in to help increase performance. Thank you for listening.